Hey, what's up, guys? It's your man Kamari, aka Reno Slow Motion, and I'm up on here talking real quick uh, about the Troy Davis incident. Um, I, I I wanted to do it earlier, but I had a lot going on, so now I'm going to try to talk about it. And to me, I think that is really messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put a man on death row and then all of a sudden when it comes to him being put to death and you all the evidence against him is not 100% guaranteed, it's not like you don't have any proof. Everything that you think you thought is not really adding up, and then there was no witnesses, well, actually there was. Did they say there was witnesses there, but they wasn't 100% sure? And then two, you have the issue of the basically the jury. There we go. The jury is like having doubts. You know what I'm saying? When you have that much doubts and everybody is having a lot of doubts, why sentence a man to death who might not kill the Savannah cop? And I think now it's going to be a big old racial issue because the woman wants to put a man to death who might be innocent, especially if they stopped his death going to be damn, what the, you see, my mind is all clogged up. I'm sorry. That basically they stopped the I guess when they had doubts, they just stopped it, like from him, being put to sleep or put to death. So they stopped it. They did that like 3 times. This happened in '89. Okay, I don't understand in '89, and it's now 2011, and you know what I'm saying? If you got that much doubts about a man that he might not have done it, why still keep going? Just go ahead and just give him a life sentence if you think he might have did it. But if he didn't do it and you not having 100% the investigation and everything was not adding up, and the testimony was not adding up, and witnesses and their statements and stuff is not matching, and it's giving you a lot of doubt. That might be because he might be an innocent man. If it comes to a point that it happens 3 times, obviously God is really talking to these people to say, hey, he might not have done what you think he did. Maybe it was somebody else that did it. But see, you put a man to death. What if he didn't do it? You can't take his life back. You can't bring him back to life and say, oops, I'm sorry that we, put you to death for sentencing that was really not a crime that was really not your fault, or thinking that you shot an officer. Now, I witnessed the mother of the son who was killed. Look here. I don't understand it. I don't like death row because it's too quick. My thing is, it's better to let somebody sit there and recapture what they did or the wrong they did over and over and over and over and over again for the rest of their life, than to put them to death, because it's yeah, they're dead, but still, I mean, you're gonna feel better. Why are you gonna feel better? Because somebody that did a crime, now they're dead. Um, Give a life, take a life. If that's, I mean, you give a life, but so you're gonna take a life. I mean, an eye for an eye. That's what it seems like with death row to me. It seems like an eye for an eye. Like if you did something horrible to one of my kids, or I automatically want you to die. No, I want you to understand that the rest of your life you're gonna be behind bars. The rest of your life you're gonna have to fight for your freedom. The rest of your life you got people punking you for your food and for your body. Is gonna be their goods, no matter when you want it or don't want it. You know what I'm saying? The rest of your life you're going to be tortured by other people who's going to take advantage of you for the rest of your life behind bars. Now, being on death row to me and having death row happen, it seemed too easy to me. It seems too quick. It's done. It's over with. So, they're gone. They passed on. You're going to remember for the rest of your life about your child being killed by this person who just apparently died, that the rest of the world just hears about it, but then it's over with. But my thing is this. If it's an innocent person, and that had a lot of doubt in his case, a lot of people that doubt that he did it, there's no justifications that you can give this the mother or the son or the daughter or who his kids or his family members back. You can't bring that back. Once you're gone, they're gone. You can't bring back if they didn't commit the crime. Now, to say that there was so much doubt in his case, and 3 times that the case has been thrown out for him to go to death, be put to death, obviously there is a lot of evidence that's not matching up, a lot of statements and a lot of doubts that's going on. So why still continue to put this man to death and on doubt? It don't make any sense. Now, if it is comes back that he actually did not commit that crime, and somebody says that they didn't see him do it or whatever, how are you gonna pay that back to a woman who just lost her son, or kids that he had that he can't go back to? How are you gonna how can you fill that void that they lost? You can't. And I don't understand it. That's just like with death row. If somebody does something to my child, I'm gonna want to handle it. Yes, I'm gonna want to handle it to the best of my being. If someone committed then did anything to my family, but to put them to death row is not going to give me any justification. That is not going to make me feel good. That is not going to give me I don't know. It just won't feel it. You know what I'm saying? To put someone to death, it's not going to fill that void. It's not going to make me feel better. It's not going to give me that relief I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to make me feel bad because I didn't took someone's child away from them, and my child or whoever in my life might have died, or they might have done something to get themselves put on death row. But I'd rather them sit behind a cell and realize that someone like me gave you your life, even though you took someone that's close to me's life. You understand? If you make someone sit and think about it, like, wow, I done something horrible to someone. They really, really could have put me to death, but they didn't. They actually gave me my life. But for the rest of my life, you're going to know why I gave you yours. But you're also are going to be sitting there for the rest of your life thinking about, this person just gave you your life, but also I didn't sat here and did this and this to somebody they knew. You understand? When you see, it's just like when you was a kid. You remember them days when your parents tell you grounded, or you can't come out of your room until I tell you can come out of your room, or unless you got to use the bathroom. You realize when you sat in that room, you couldn't watch TV, you couldn't do nothing. You sat in that room and thought about everything that you just did wrong to get put in that room, and you be mad at yourself because you can't get out of that room to go do what you want to do. That's the same thing about jail, prison. You sit in that cell every day of your life. You can't do nothing that you wanted to do or that you used to do because someone actually gave you a chance to live your life, but also that you will sit there and suffer for the rest of your life behind bars. Now, because I'm not God. I'm sorry, death penalty. I'm not gonna put nobody to death row. I'm not gonna put nobody on death thing because I'm not God. Only person that you gotta answer to when it comes to that time is you gotta answer to God. And I'm not God. And I'm not gonna take your life because I didn't create your life. So therefore, I'm not gonna play the role of him, and I'm not gonna give anybody else the justification to think it's okay to take your life because of something you did to me. Yes, I will deal with it in my own way. Just like I don't understand how this woman is gonna get any fair, just feel good because her son died, but yeah, that's 2 people gone. What good is that? You think he committed a crime, which he didn't. I don't believe he did. I don't think Troy Davis did it. But then too, you take a man's life that might be innocent. So what part makes you feel good on that? I don't understand it. I really can't condole it. I'm sorry. I don't agree with any of that part, and I think it's just fucked up.